Hello, 6th graders. Welcome to your video for today's homework, determining the part. Today's homework is asking you to find how much a certain percent is out of a total. So if I look at question number 1, it says, what number is 25% of 20? We are going to be coloring in part of this giant rectangle down below. I also see that it says of 20. You might remember from our video in class today, that's the whole. That means the whole bar down below 100%, we need to write 20. And on the other side, underneath the 0%, we need to write 0. Okay, now we need to figure out how many parts to break this bar into. So let's look back at the percent. The percent says 25%. So I'm going to write that as a fraction. 25% equals 25 on top of 100. Move that down just a little bit here. I don't want to break my bar into 100 parts. So I am going to figure out what I can divide 25 and 100 by. And I always try to divide by the smaller number. So I'm going to try to divide by 25. I know it'll work for the top. 25 divided by 25 will work. And I'll do it for the bottom, 100 divided by 25. That's like quarters, right? So that'll get us to 25 divided by 25 is 1, and 100 divided by 25 is 4. So I need to take this entire bar, cut it into 4 in half, and then each half in half. I'll number them, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to shade in 1 out of 4 because 1 is the top number in our fraction. Okay, now I need to figure out what number is going to go right at the end on the bottom. All right, so to do that, I need to get percents on the top and the numbers on the bottom. So 100% is the whole bar, and the whole bar got broken into 4, which means the next calculation we're going to do is 100% split into 4 equal parts. And in your calculator, that'll tell you 25%. So that 25% is what we count by on the top. 25%, 50%, 75%. I'm just adding 25s, and that'll get me to 100%. For the part on the bottom, the whole is 20. Grab a different color here. Here, the whole is 20. And 20 gets split into 4 equal parts as well. So that means our divide by problem is 20 divided by 4. And if you use a calculator, you'll get 5. And that 5 is what you count by on the bottom. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 5 is 15. Right? So if I wanted to find 25% of 20, now I'm looking, make this a little bit bigger here. Now I'm looking for what number lines up with 25%. That's 5. So up behind the question mark, I'm going to write 5 and circle it. Okay, use a calculator. You can absolutely do this, right? A couple of things to notice. See how we wrote whole above of 20, right? That's what you should do here for of 80. Of 80, whole. And 60 is our percent. So that's what you will need to simplify. All right, we will go over this in Google Meets tomorrow. Do your best work and don't forget to turn it in when you're done.